Hello and welcome back to episode 24. Can you believe it's episode 24?
Wow.
24.
We haven't been cancelled yet.
We've not been cancelled yet. Technically, yeah, that's how like most animes run for, either 24 or 26.
Yeah.
Occasionally 25. I have known the odd anime actually have 25 episodes. But yeah, it's odd to think that this show has actually gotten to 24 episodes and it's been a while, 2 years, I'd say.
Yep.
Because
well, 2 years.
we're here today because it's the winter. Is this officially compared as the winter anime season?
Yep.
Could also have been fall or
Autumn.
autumn for us British people. Is anime in the UK? Of course, we're Anime UK. We take a British look at the world
What about anime?
anime, and we actually have many exciting projects lined up.
Yep.
Of course, we've already started Timothy in Japan, so if you've not seen them yet, do check them out. They have been a lot of fun to make. And of course, Rebecca,
I might be starting a project in the new year.
yeah, so we hopefully have potentially 2 whole brand new shows.
Yeah.
Ready for next year. I mean, one's already debuted, and hopefully the other will be.
Yeah,
debuted.
I've started writing a script for it.
So
if you're want to look at the British look at the world of manga and why some manga is great,
yeah,
why you should look forward to certain animes, then
Yeah.
I might have a show for you.
yeah. So today we're going to be focusing on the now, and it will be the now because it'll be the now next week, pretty much.
Yes.
This will be the winter anime season. We're in the more chilled. We've got a Coke. She's got a tea.
I've got a tea. I've got the mold.
And yeah, we're just gonna have a look at what we got coming this winter anime season. I'm gonna give you a small spoiler that this isn't anywhere near as strong as the fall anime season.
Well, it's going to be hard to top that.
Yeah, I mean,
heavy hitters are in
there was so much good anime last season. There's so much anime from last season that I've still not seen. So I wouldn't be surprised this season that I'm going to end up catching up with a lot of anime that I missed out on. We're doing a live stream. I don't know whether that would already happen by the time this episode. Probably would already happen by the time this episode.
No, what?
No, what we're like. No, what I'm like.
You're like.
No, what
I've
I'm like.
I've done videos in June that still yet to appear.
I know. I'm sorry. Timothy in Japan took up a lot of my time.
I know Timothy in Japan
Took
took
a
a
lot
lot of
of
your
my
time.
But not Timothy in Japan now. Let's look at the now and present. Let's look at this winter anime season. So, right, let's start the list off. And the first one we got is Vinland Saga Season 2.
Studio Mappa. First season was well received.
I've not seen the first season. Actually, I lie. All I ever saw was at Japan Expo, not the one I was recently at. The one before they had the screening of the Evangelion event, they actually had a screening of this. And I actually will say, it actually looked really good, but at the time, I think it was on Amazon.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
But the season's also airing on Netflix, so it's in Netflix jail as well. But Netflix is a lot more easier accessible than stuff for anime.
Like, I do actually have Amazon now. You want to actually know the main reason I've got Amazon?
Invincible?
Not Invincible. That actually is a good reason to have it. If you've not seen Invincible yet, honest God. I'm going to say...
Second season next year.
I'm going to say this. I think Invincible is better than a lot of anime. A lot of anime.
Yes.
It's not as good as Berserk. But it's near. But yeah, I will say that's like the one Western show I'll say yeah, it's actually probably better than most anime I watch. No, actually I watch it because they have football and they have rugby. And my dad likes both of them and he's like, son, get me Amazon because I want to watch them. And plus I got it because when the Evangelion came out, I wanted it. So yeah, that was... I mean, the first episode actually looked really, really cool. And I even remember saying at the time to Karen, I was like, hey, I must really check this show out. But
knowing how much you like Berserk, you probably like this.
And it's about Vikings. I just remember, like, it's been so long since I saw the first episode. I remember legit liking it, and it was a bit like... And I think even in France, I don't think it was on Amazon. I think it was on another, like... Because I think especially in the time that time I was in France, there was a lot of streaming services. And I think Crunchyroll actually had brought a lot of them out as well.
Yeah.
Because like when I went to France, there was only really a Crunchyroll booth. While the time before, I remember there being a whole other streaming service.
I think they brought out Kaze and Anime Lab, which is an Australian.
Yeah, I think it was something to do with Kaze before. They had a really big stall. I remember them having like a fake Grand Order, like gacha game type thing that you could do. I remember we all went because a load of the people we were with like were huge big Grand Order people. As I said, actually I would actually like to check out Vinland Saga. It's funny because they actually were promoting this along with the Chainsaw Man stuff at Japan Expo. And I think they were actually giving away like if you got there early enough, they were giving away like the drawing board things that had like art from it.
Yeah.
I wasn't there early enough to get it.
Knowing how popular Mappa stuff is now, with how well received Jujutsu Kaisen and Chainsaw Man is, for example.
Chainsaw Man was really good.
Yeah.
No, Chainsaw Man was really good. So I could see this. It's just a shame it's kind of in Netflix jail. Hopefully it just means this actually may just be a good time for me to go back to season 1 of this. So this potentially is a good chance I will go back.
Yeah, knowing how much you will not shut up about Berserk.
I don't know, Berserk is really good. I'm sorry, it's going to take a long time to find something that's as good as Berserk. Moving on. What the heck is this show?
This is the Mystic Demon Academy 2. I don't think I saw the first season.
I don't think you even heard. These Vinland Saga, I haven't even heard of the first season. I know someone in the comments going to be. This was like my favorite anime. This is. I know that. I think 2 seasons ago, I think I went past like Shadow House, and I was like, oh, this just looks rubbish. And then I actually sat down and watched Shadow House, and it's probably up there it's probably actually up there almost, maybe potentially one of my favorite animes of the year. Probably not the favorite, but I really enjoyed it. So
I think the first season aired a couple of years back.
Oh, is it one of these? It's taken a long time for the new season to come out.
Well, that's about average for a new season, unless it's a big franchise.
Of course, I do understand production. I'm not going to be like a total my anime should be here now.
These people have work at the end of the day.
Not always.
This is about this is the second season of the show is about a demon king that's been reborn.
I'm trying to think.
Into a peace, so supposedly peaceful life, but
oh wait, was this the thing I did a watch of in early on?
They didn't.
Oh no, this is something else. This is something totally That's something
different show.
Yeah.
This is something else.
Yeah.
Relatively decent skits.
Actually, I better look at the
list.
I'm actually going to look it up properly so I can see it proper. I'm a bit like, should I play the trailer? But then I'm going to get copyright.
It's a light novel.
Oh, it's a light novel.
It's a light novel.
Yeah,
it's about average. It's got its fans.
It's not its fan. I guess it's your thing. Good for you.
It's your thing. Good for you.
Good for you. Probably not going to be something we watch.
No. And then here comes some salt.
I watched the first episode of this anime, this first season, and for someone, we
someone who trash taste,
someone with terrible taste, who loves Rent a Girlfriend, who loves. I really like you. Lucky can't. Lucky Chan wants to hang out. We were watching that earlier.
Yeah.
I was like, this is such a good show.
Yeah.
And I despise this show. I watched the first episode. And actually going back and watching the first episode, okay, she's a troll. She's a troll.
She's annoying, but
I can see where her heart
is a lovable type annoying.
Like she has heart. I can kind of see where she's like. It's very simple that she is legit looking out for this guy. Oh my god, this girl's just a bitch. I know someone's going to come in and go,
right bitches.
go. Yeah, I know some right bitches. I've seen some shows that there's some right bitches, but I was just straight away. I was like, no, I'm just not going to put through this. Like, I don't think I've been more put off in the first episode. She was just generally unlikable and annoying in one episode. I know I'm going to probably get some people in the comments going, dude, you seriously got to watch the rest of the season. She becomes. It was just like just felt dirty just watching one episode.
That's rich coming from someone who likes Rent a Girlfriend.
Yeah, I like Rent a Girlfriend. There are some bitches in that show. I know some bitches. I will say I don't like those characters, but I keep watching it, and that will be in our tier list. I actually will talk a bit about Rent a Girlfriend and why I like Rent a Girlfriend and why you
Should
give Rent a Girlfriend, and definitely one of my viewers out there should give Rent a Girlfriend a go.
Not a chance.
Not a chance. Really, you're not going to give Rent a Girlfriend a go? Would you give? You were made to watch either Berserk or Rent a Girlfriend.
Berserk.
So I may actually have a chance to get you to watch Berserk. I mean, I guess if you have enjoyed the show, as I said, I personally think a way superior version of this show, second season, aired last season, that I was actually legit happy and excited to see, and actually wasn't let down like Shield Hero Season 2.
I know, right?
That's good. Tomorrow, in our live show, we're just going to rip into Shield Hero Season 2. That's going to be the pun. That's going to be the pun. There seems to be a lot of second or third or fourth seasons this season.
Yeah, that's because I think all the heavy hit. All the heavy stuff got delayed.
All the heavy hitters kind of went last time, I feel. Yeah. A lot of heavy hitters went last time. Okay, there is one anime I'm really looking forward to. This is actually one of them, Tokyo Avengers. The second season's Tokyo Avengers.
Tokyo Avengers, Christmas Showdown.
They should have probably released that last season, so it was all Christmassy. I'm legit, actually, I do know Tokyo Avengers allegedly doesn't have the best ending. I have seen the memes. I know Rent a Girlfriend apparently doesn't have a great ending either. But I'm still excited to experience the shows.
You just want to see that chapter animated.
You're talking about the infamous Rent a Girlfriend chapter.
Yeah. That I've seen many parodies of.
Even Rebecca's not watched a second of Rent a Girlfriend, and she knows about that scene.
That's because them lads sometimes on certain sites.
Social media is parodied. It's parodied so badly. Oh God. I actually really enjoyed the first season. Tokyo Avengers, I remember watching it all at once and just being like, this is a really good show. I just really enjoyed it. It was a good time travel adventure. It was like, my God, this is better than... I think I just been starved of good Doctor Who. The whole Jodie Whittaker, it was kind of mostly terrible. Except for that last episode. That's actually kind of decent. I will give her that. I was kind of like, wow, a fun time traveling adventure. This is like watching Doctor Who.
Yeah, I need to actually watch more Tokyo Avengers. I've got it on my list.
I think you will actually enjoy Tokyo Avengers. There's enough likable characters. I think even if apparently the ending isn't apparently that good, I'm just gonna come along for the ride. I'm invested enough in these characters. I want to see. People always told me the Fruits Basket ending was terrible, and I actually really liked the Fruits Basket ending in the end. So, right,
got another fourth season here. Bongo Stray Dogs fourth season. I know friends that are really into this.
Another thing I've not seen.
Bones. I think this is like anime characters of Japanese crime novelists.
Yes.
This is really popular.
Mm-hmm.
It has its established audience.
Yeah.
Another Bones anime.
Mm-hmm.
People that are really into this are really into this.
I see a lot of cosplayers in this, so I could definitely see this doing well this season. I mean, there was a lot of things. It is a lot of like third seasons, fourth. No, not second seasons, like third season, fourth season, 9th season, 100th season. There's actually one anime that technically is like the 100th season. We'll get to that one later. We always there's a certain anime that's always on this list, and we get to make fun of it. Actually does look cool. It's one of those shows that it's on a to watch list. So maybe this season, maybe as the new season's out, it'll get me, in the mood. Crunchyroll will probably recommend it if it's on Crunchyroll. Netflix will probably recommend it if it's
on Crunchyroll. Bongo Stray Dogs.
Oh, thank you. It's sometimes hard, especially like High Dive as well.
And Disney Plus.
Disney. Oh God.
Tokyo Avengers on Disney Plus.
Tokyo Avengers on Disney Plus.
Yes. Because I think Kodansha has Kodansha put their animes on Disney Plus for streaming. Because it's Kodansha.
That's interesting. That's going to be a lot of anime. A lot of anime Disney Plus is going to have. It's going to be interesting for the streaming wars.
Yeah.
Not good for us, but...
Does that mean Mikey's Disney Princess now?
Disney Princess. Mikey's still best boy. I'm sorry, I will fight. I just won so many Tokyo, that freaking claw machine. I think I showed Rebecca the video of it. It's in a future episode. Okay, because it was a claw machine and they just stuck all the stuff they did. Actually, this is where these mole cars came from. And they just like these like I guess they just wanted like people like me and like other influencers that actually have followers could come in and be like, wow, look at this claw machine that you could really easily win at. And it was just like funny. We're just all like, it was like me and a load of other tourists just playing it, going, wow, look at all the plushes we're winning. And I was like, I just kind of want the mole car and Tokyo Avengers plushes.
And also want to probably clear out stock for the season 2 plushes.
Yeah, no, literally, I think we figured out these plushes were in there literally because they don't have the little hats on. They literally release the same plushes, but they don't have the little driving school hats.
Like the Malibu Stacy.
Yeah, the Malibu Stacy. They've got a new hat. You don't want this old one. It doesn't have the hat. It's the same character. I realize this character doesn't even wear the hat.
No, it's police car.
He doesn't have to go to driving school. So.
Police car. Police cars do whatever.
Well done. Right. This is one I know we should have Chris here because he would be very excited.
Chris loves this show.
Chris Homer loves this show. Chris, our dear friend. Sorry you're not here today, Chris. We decided to do an episode without you. We're so sorry. Yeah. But there's like we're both together here. We thought we might as well just do an episode without anyone on the link.
We don't have to with Discord.
Yeah, Discord like voice.
And my tinny.
Your tea like getting
tinny
cold.
microphone. But I could be getting a mic. I could get myself a mic.
Get one of these. These are.
That's tempting.
Get one. Don't steal mine because then I won't have it.
I'm not going to steal yours.
So this
is like. I don't want to get hurt, so I max up my defense and like. It's like a girl with a shield. Someone actually did a really good cosplay of this at Hataru Con.
Yeah,
it was really nice.
I've seen because isn't she in Ikigai Quartet now?
Yes.
She's like in the movie.
She's Ikigai Quartet.
She's like in the movie.
Not movie and in like one of the episodes. Probably got more screen time than the Shield Hero character.
I know, I'm still mad about that. I'm still...
Yeah,
Shield Hero got a terrible second season. Really shafted in Ikigai Quartet. Like, what did they do wrong? What did my man do wrong? That what we should be putting money and time into getting Shield Hero fixed. We don't need any thingies to get him flipping like Chainsaw Man, like any protests to get Chainsaw Man. And this actually does look like a show I'd probably quite enjoy.
Yeah, you probably enjoyed it.
This actually may be another one I actually may pick up this season. This could be the Shadow House of this season. Who knows? Like, God, I do like Shadow House. They actually released some merch of Shadow House. So I'm hoping for a third season of Shadow House. Unfortunately, there is no third season in this set.
Well, here's a heavy hitter right here.
Definitely.
New Automator version 1.1a. They're not adapting the game, but they're doing something like a separate story, which is quite good for video game adaptations. Because Cyberpunk Edge Runners did a similar thing, and that was very well received. Also, that might be a spoiler for tier list.
Yeah. All I'm gonna say is there's actually two. When I hear that, there's kind of two like little sirens I hear. Do you remember that Persona anime that no one ever talks about?
What, Trinity Soul?
The Persona 3.
Talks about that.
No one talks when you talk. It's a side story that has nothing to do with the actual game, and I'm just thinking, remember that Persona anime? No, and then
no one cares about.
Yeah, and then the other one I'm thinking of is the Final Fantasy. Was it Final? I've forgotten what it was called. I remember they released it on DVD over here. The ADV had it. It's like Final Fantasy.
Tactics?
It wasn't Tactics. It was just this Final Fantasy anime that had like nothing to do with any of the... I understand like they all have spin-offs and stuff, but I think like when you could have made an anime of
But I think that was the style at the time.
That was the style at the time, just sticking Final Fantasy on the name of something and have it like not even resemble Final Fantasy. Not like I spoke about this in an episode or two.
Apparently, it's like Danganronpa anime. It's like why the second the first series?
Yeah.
What the creator of the Danganronpa wanted the games the series follow a different story, and the anime series nope.
Yeah.
But the second the two set the Despair Hen and the Hope Hen arc.
Yeah.
They were like side stories. That filled in some of the gaps in the games, which generally probably better for animes.
Yeah. I
probably like why I like Edge Runners so much, because it doesn't follow the game, but it's like gives like a little side story.
Yeah. No, I can see it can work if it's an interesting enough side story. Well, I mean, looking at the poster, the flipping main character is the same main character from the game. I think it's more maybe when you go too much off. I mean, because I guess with something like Cyberpunk, no offense, the game wasn't that popular.
It wasn't that popular until Edge Runners came out, and then then everyone ran through the mods and
I said, I think with that people were like, they probably were given more of a blank sheet.
Yes.
They're like, you can do this, you can do that. I guess kind of what allegedly happened with the Ghost Story dub, where they were just like, you can just do whatever you want. You just have to keep to like these, like, you can't change names, you can't change how they defeat a ghost. But anything else you want to do, it's great. And Ghost Stories is one of the greatest dubs ever made. Please say you've seen the Ghost Story dub.
No, not yet.
You've never seen? Oh god, I know what we're watching later. It's amazing. Oh god, one day we'll talk about the Ghost Story dub. But there's so many legends.
But so many people like the Neo universe.
Yeah.
So whatever happens, it'll either go down well or will be a laughing stock.
Yeah. But always have the original games. So that at the end, they're always got to remember at the end of the day, there's some crappy spin-off. You always got the original just to go back on. Yeah. You can just go, that wasn't canon. And this is interesting. I actually remember seeing this at MCM Comic Con. They actually did a preview. They did a preview of 2 animes. Totally forgotten what the other one was. And Inspector was the first season. The first episode was actually the first. They actually had Jonathan Ross come out and do an introduction to it. Wait, I have seen like Inspector stuff around. It does look like something that could be. I just haven't had a chance to watch it all. What do you think, Rebecca?
It's got its fans.
Definitely has its fans. It's like one of these yokai series. Where you like. Not Yokai Watch. You know what I mean? It's one of these where there's like ghouls and monsters and stuff. Yeah, at Comic-Con, the last one Crunchyroll physically were at, because they've not been at the last few MCMs. So if you're watching Crunchyroll, please come back.
Please come back to MCM.
Yeah, we miss you.
I'll spend money on your booth.
I will all spend money on your booth. And Anime Limited. Come back, both of you. We miss you both.
Yeah, we stuff.
You have to throw all my money at Trash Taste.
Yeah. And that's something we don't want to... Well, that's something that you want to do.
Yeah, I want to do that.
You spend free money at Trash Taste and Pokemon cards.
Trash Taste and Pokemon cards. And,
I think the first season aired in winter 2020, so about 3 years ago.
Yeah, it aired before the pandemic. I think it was literally the MCM before the pandemic. So it would have been... Yeah, that would have been right, because they had it in advance. I remember them saying, oh yeah, it's going to be a good couple of months until this is out. And yeah, it was me and Luke. I think Luke listens to the show. He was in the MCM. We both went, and yeah, it was kind of cool. I hope, Crunchyroll, if you're back, I hope you do something like that again. That was actually cool, kind of watching new shows before they could come out. Would be cool. They let us like do a questionnaire and say everything we like and dislike about the show, and then you're like, Tim, no, please no, because you just change it to like stuff you like. Right, the next show.
Tomo-chan is a girl.
Tomo-chan is a girl.
Tomo Izawa and Junichiro Jun Kubota are the tightest bros you'll ever see. They ran house and spa, but through thick and thin they got each other's back. Yet there's one small problem. Tomo is in love with Jun. Since she was young, tomboyish Tomo has been another one of the guys. Due to his extreme muscle-brain nature, Jun doesn't notice any of her advances, not even when she explicitly confesses. To add insult to injury to the longest stunts, he didn't even realise that she was a girl. Tomo-chan is a girl, follows a convenient hiding Tomo and her friends as she tries to catch Jun's eye and escape the famous bro zone.
This is like, I think this could potentially be a sleeper hit. I could see this being good. This is either going to be one of those shows that I watch for 3 episodes. It's on Crunchyroll, right?
I think it is, yeah. Yeah,
it's on Crunchyroll, especially if it gets a fast dub. I could see this being like my, hey, this is just some fun fluff that I watch along. Because I picked up a few shows because I just like, hey, I like watching Chainsaw Man, I like watching Spy Family, but I like just having some, smaller shows in there to watch. It just like gives me almost my own little anime block. So I'll sit there watching a few animes. It's just kind of like nice. Yeah, I could see this doing well. It does sound like an interesting plot. I guess the whole romance, but she's a tomboy, I think. What are you thinking about this? Do you think it's something you'll watch?
Tomboys are great. I'm not sure if I'd watch it, but
Yeah. Is it with you? You'd probably go, I may give an episode.
maybe if I'm bored.
You're bored and you're like, come on, Crunchyroll. What's the worst? What's the worst that can happen? That's what I could see. It's either going to go one way or the other. This one has a nice poster. I always say with these things,
The angel next door spoils me rotten. After catching a cold by giving his only umbrella to a girl sitting in the rain, Amane Fujimiya only expects her to eventually return it. However, Mahiro Shina, the angel of Amane's school and his neighbour, said gives him a lot more than that. Instead of just the umbrella, she says he'll return the favour by helping him recover from his cold. However, she is glued to the battlefield at Amane's apartment. The only word Mahiro finds from her mouth to describe chaos is unsightly. But despite her unsympathetic description, Mahiro proceeds to help the hopeless Amane. This show follows Amane as he's taken care of by a hero who tends to various chores from cleaning his apartment to cooking dinner. It's something that the angel could not do.
So it seems like one of these romantic comedies.
Yeah. Like a bit like another light novel sort of thing.
That would sound like a light novel game. This is another. I may potentially watch an episode or two. It'll either be okay, this is better than I expected, or probably forever on the do you want to watch episode 3? No. Yeah, no. I mean, the poster looks nice. That's sometimes just the problem. You only just get one poster.
Yeah, it almost looks like a visual novel sort of thing.
It does.
It does kind of like a key novel.
It's like it. The key novels are better made than this. Yeah. Key novels have actual good like plots and stuff. Is it wrong to try and pick up girls in a dungeon for part 2? Oh god, this sounds like JoJo part. I'm still on part 2. I did enjoy the original series. Just haven't got around to watching later seasons.
Was it not enough Hestia?
Not enough Hestia. From what I saw, I like seeing like things. It looks like Hestia's in it a lot less. So that's very disappointing.
So that's probably why you don't.
I don't watch it as much. But yeah, no, I think it's one of those ones. It's stuck on High Dive. It's stuck on High. Put it on Crunchyroll. I'd probably watch it. It's on High Dive. I just like.
Yeah, High Dive is not. I know people do use High Dive over here.
You got to understand, it's not officially. To my understanding, High Dive is not officially available, and I think you technically do have to go through a few hoops if you officially want to watch it. So technically, like, your best option. I think this show has been around a few. I think it was on Amazon, or at least one of the spin-offs was on Amazon. So I think that's always sucks for a show. That's why I'm a little bit worried for Tokyo Avengers, because the first series was on Crunchyroll, and now it's moved over to Disney Plus. So it's kind of like when your audience is already on one platform, are they going to move over with you to the other, the other platform? So that's going to be interesting to see how Tokyo Avengers. Actually, that's going to be a really interesting case study to see how Tokyo Avengers does. I mean, Bleach has been weird. Lots of people have been hyping up Bleach like mad. But I know a lot of people haven't seen Bleach because they haven't got Disney Plus and don't want Disney Plus.
It's like one of my friends like, this new season's really good. I just binged it all last night.
Yeah. I mean, I'm so far behind on Bleach.
Yeah, same.
I really would need to catch up.
But I've heard this final season has been solid.
That's good. That's good because Bleach. I will admit, Bleach really got kind of screwed over its anime, and I'm happy it's getting a redemption arc. So
it deserves a redemption arc.
He deserves to reach the potential spy classroom because spies are in.
Yeah, spies are in now.
I'm just like joking. Like I said to Rebecca, like, hey, like when you have to make a show that's like another popular show. I'm sure someone's in the comments right now defending this show. Go like, Spy Classroom, no, this came out way before Spy Family or Spy X Family or Spy, whatever you want to call it.
I might talk about Spy X Family in this new project that I'm doing.
Yes, there's going to be definitely some small Spy Family. I mean,
if you just can't wait for the second season of Spy Family or the movie.
On the movie, you just need that spy anime fix. Spy Classroom will be the show for you.
It might be the show for you.
Might be. I like it. You're almost like you can't quite see it. It's like, Mum, can I have Spy Family? No,
we have
Spy Family at home. This is the Spy Family we have at home. I mean, it may be a good show. I hope it proves me wrong. I like being proved wrong. I've happily gone back on other seasons and mock stuff, and then it turned out to be good. So
It is a harem though.
it's a harem, so it's not going to be. It's not going to be good. It may be ironically good.
Yeah.
This one.
By the Grace of the Gods season 2. I don't think I've seen the first season.
I've not seen the first season, so yeah. Moving on. Okay, I'm sure someone out there really does
Like
like.
someone who keeps slimes as pets.
I see. I think I saw a trailer for that earlier.
I think that's like a full 2020 first season.
Cool. Right.
It's another Isekai, but we don't.
Another Isekai. We don't need more Isekais.
This isn't Isekai.
That's good.
Kubo-san, where more. Oh yes, Kubo won't let me be invisible.
Ah.
High school student Genji Shirashi has a simple goal: to live up for pulling loot. You. However, achieving this goal appears to be harder than expected, as everyone in his surroundings often fails to notice him due to the fact his lack of presence. In fact, Shirashi's lack of presence is so severe that people think his seat in class is always empty, and mistakenly assume that he often skips school. There is even a weird rumour spreading around in class, claiming that those who successfully spot Shirashi will be blessed with good fortune of the day. So far, the only person who notices his existence is Nagisa Kubo, the girl sitting next to him. Unfortunately for him, though, Kubo likes to tease him on a daily basis and often puts him in unprecedented and nerve-wracking situations. As Kubo's playful antics seem to involve the reluctant Shirashi, he may soon discover that his youth may not be as boring as he initially thought. Oh, this sounds like a better version of...
Yeah, so it's another anime we were talking about earlier.
This sounds like he had to choose between Nagatora and this. I would choose this any day.
Yeah. This looks like another one that I potentially pick up for free up if it's on Crunchyroll. If it's getting done.
Art style looks really cute.
Does look good. Does look like some good character design here. Not another bloody Isekai.
That's a good start.
That's a good start. That's a good start. So yeah, that could be interesting. This could be an interesting series. Yeah, so that's another potential. That's another potential.
The Ice Guy and his cool female colleague.
Okay, that's an interesting name.
That looks interesting. Himura is an office worker who belongs to a race of supernatural beings with strange powers. Whenever he's in deep concentration, he subconsciously plunges poor co-workers into a close rendition of the Arctic. Even so, contrary to his icy power, Himura is a warm and kind person. He likes flowers and cats, but alas, he cannot get too close to either. Himura has a soft spot for his colleague Ryusuke, a calm one who has a knack of providing simple solutions to unconventional problems. Ryusuke summoned for him a snowstorm of emotions builds on Himura's heart, and he feels there's a raging snowstorm he causes on the office floor. Owing to Snow's tantrums, Himura's feelings are apparent to everyone but Ryusuke. Though fueled by immense adoration and desire, Himura is prepared to whatever it takes to capture his heart. That does look quite cute, actually.
Yeah, another one if Crunchy's got it. Probably
Looks like adult cast.
Yeah.
I kind of find that's now a tag.
Yeah. Adult cast. Okay, this is probably potentially the anime I actually have kind of the most hope for. I could see this being divisive in certain parties. I haven't really talked about this a bit in the Anime Expo episode. The Trigon Stampede.
Character designs look good. It almost looks like a trigger anime, but it's not.
I know. I there is something I love about the art. This is sort of computer style. I really like how it's done. I will admit, there's a lot of bad computer style anime. Berserk 2016. Looking at you.
Your head rent free.
I know it does. But this looks, at least, I know they've changed stuff. I know they've replaced one of the characters with a new character. And I do like the new designs, though. There is something I do like about the new design.
I think Crunchyroll have this.
Yeah,
It's interesting to see how Trigon, they're going to introduce Trigon to a new generation.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I never really saw much of the original Trigon. It's one of those shows that, you know, they just always start on the shelf for me. So I'm hoping, and plus I said, I know the Trigon anime goes in a really different direction to the Trigon manga. So it'll be interesting. So they have, you know, this is, I guess, a Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood situation where they could actually keep a lot more true to the manga than the anime ever did. And that was more a case of, you know, there was no manga to adapt at the time, or not enough of it to adapt to finish. Unless we went to like Naruto Tactics and have 80 episodes of filler.
Yeah.
That was not a good tactic.
That is not the style of this time.
No, not the style of the time. This is definitely not the style of the time. This is the one I'm definitely watching. Definitely watching.
My life is Inukai-san's dog.
No, this is what
Dragon Champion. Yeah. Now, I want to see how interesting this goes.
Yeah.
I want to see what people think.
It's good as on Crunchy. I think it's good. I think that if it had gone to I could have seen Netflix jumping on this, but they didn't, and I'm kind of happy they didn't. So I could see this going down really well personally. I'm putting my neck on the line here. I'm saying it's going to be a good show. I'm saying it's going to be a good. Is this going to be?
This one doesn't look as good. My life is Inukai-san's dog.
Oh God.
Is this the Makima show?
Okay, I just saw like each second of the trailer, and it's just like, look, it's like a woman like pulling her like pants up. I just like no, moving on. No, let's go to the next one.
It's on high dive, so we're not watching it anyway.
It's on high dive, so we don't have to. It doesn't affect us.
Doesn't affect us. I think if we want people acting like dogs, that's what Chainsaw Man's for.
Chainsaw Man, we got Chainsaw Man for that weird. A second season of a show that I haven't seen the second season of.
Looks like another Isekai.
Looks like another Isekai. Moving on. Oh God, another Isekai.
Is this where they stick all their Isekais?
This is the Isekai hour. This is Harvest Moon or whatever they want to call Harvest.
Farming life for another world.
Harvest Moon, the anime. I guess at least you have a kind of interesting twist on the Isekai formula. So
will this get people to farm?
Will this get people to farm? Or simp over farming? Or will it get delayed a million times because of COVID issues? I'm not talking about a certain like uncle that we may have talked about and we actually still haven't seen, and we're kind of glad because we actually do want to watch that show, but how many times it's been delayed? I'm kind of surprised Isekai Uncle isn't here because how many more times that poor man has been delayed? I will watch Isekai Uncle. I just want it all to be out. Oh God, is this another Isekai?
No, it's not an Isekai, apparently. It is apparently a reincarnation.
That's an Isekai. I was like, what it means. Why is everything an Isekai?
Because Isekais are still popular.
Why? That's because
Frieren hasn't aired yet, and that's not an Isekai.
Oh, okay, let's just hope this is not an Isekai.
No, it's something even more cringe.
What is it?
Onimai, I'm now your sister.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I was like, what? This is like when I'm like, what?
No, this is
like, that section of the list.
This looks cringe.
This looks cringe. Even though I'm saying that, and you tell me my taste is
this is someone who likes Rent a Girlfriend.
This is someone who likes Rent a Girlfriend. This guy,
it's something that feels a little bit better. Endo and Kobayashi Live, later on Sundavilla.
Okay, this they'll like go for all those Isekai and weird sister fetish stuff.
Yes, ew, sister fetish, little sister fetish. Ew. Otome Villainess.
So yeah,
this definitely has been influenced by the Villainess.
Definitely does look like it. Well, at least we got away from the Isekais.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sure there'll be more later. Is that you at the bottom of the list? This is like all the shows that like even anime like no, this was like the shows they announced late. These are the shows they have to burn somewhere.
This is like
what's this show? No confusion. Adventure of who believes in humanity will save the world. Is it that an Isekai?
Apparently not.
Good.
This looks like the story begins with Nick, an experienced adventurer whose party is led by his mentor and father figure Argus. Following the completion of their latest job, Nick tells a chunk of money has gone missing and realizes one of the party members is the culprit.
Oh no.
To his surprise, Argus skips the member instead expels Nick after being accused of also embezzling funds.
Oh no.
One night, after several weeks
So Father Ted the anime.
Downward spiral, Nick ends up in a local tavern where fate leads to meeting 3 fellow adventurers. After a night of drinking, the four bond over their own betrayals and destroys the ability to trust anyone. That's when Nick hatches onto the idea of the form party. Thus, the story begins with the party adventure notes and their belief that humans are bastards and desire to make some honest coin.
Okay,
that sounds interesting.
That actually sounds interesting, but then I think we have gone through about 5 ikekais and a sister fetish show. So anything after that is it's going to be interesting. It's like, you an isekai? No. You a sister fetish show? No. Brilliant. That seems like a free episode, maybe.
Magical revolution of the reincarnated prince and the genius son lady, which is
that
reincarnation.
We're back on the ikekais. We're back on the okay. I'm sure there's someone out there who's that's their favourite isekai, and it means a lot to them.
Apparently, the episode will stream advance on the Kadakawa YouTube channel on December 10th, 2022.
Oh, it's actually going to go on YouTube.
No, it was streamed in advance.
Okay, that's interesting. I would be actually interested because
I think it's a girls' love show which is become quite popular due to those Gundam and Lycoris.
Yeah, I need to see that new Gundam.
Apparently, it's really good.
Yeah, I know you like your Lycoris. It's just more. There's more. It's like 3 in a row. All 3 of them look like ikekais. They all look like they're all freaking ikekais. It's like, this is true. It's like literally, it's just ikekai after ikekai after ikekai. I don't want to do this anymore.
You see, the ikekais on magic schools.
And this is like the thing. I said I want to make this anime podcast. I'm going to be like way more positive. I want to make a podcast. How can I be positive when there's this much isekai out? I'm sorry, I do enjoy certain ikekais.
Yes, you do enjoy certain.
Oh god, the next 3 almost. Okay, no, this body.
Yeah, these ones look better.
Yeah, I just like ignoring these.
Ayakashi Triangle.
Hopefully, maybe what was really good at showing there, and I hope I'm proved wrong.
Ayakashi Triangle's another Yabuki manga from like To Love Ru fame. So there's probably going to be some.
Okay.
There's probably going to be some.
Oh yeah, I remember. I actually remember liking Trulabu back in the day. Yeah. So yeah, I'm actually looking forward to.
So of course there is some titties in there.
Yeah. And then we got body daddies. They're daddies who are also bodies.
That actually is kind of cute.
It does. Is this like, hey, I want Spy X Family. We have Spy X Family.
Oh, yeah. This looks wholesome.
Body daddies.
This looks wholesome.
Yeah, this actually This looks like maybe while you're waiting for your Spy Family season 2 movie, Spy Family the motion picture to be done, you can all watch Body Daddies. It looks like it's daddies and there's a little girl. It looks like they have to take care of the little girl. It's like 3 men and a baby, but with best men. Is this an isekai?
I'm just looking.
Please tell me it's
fantasy, but not an isekai.
That's not a fantasy.
Speaking of my 30s, I'm getting fired from the Demon King's army. Dark Soldier Daryl, 30 years old, who can't use magic surviving the Demon Lord's army, was fired as lack of capacity. However, being raised as a previous team by the Demon Lord himself, as an adopted brother, the new Demon Lord has little use for him. Upon rescuing a girlish girl from the forest monster, Daryl is invited to her village as art village being considered more powerful than what we thought, so...
It's almost an isekai. It's like, it's the isekai without the isekai bit happening.
This is not the isekai, but this one actually looks decent. I had the trailer on.
Okay, so a good isekai.
Campfire cooking, another word with my absurd skill.
Okay, so I like it when they have some like fun twist on it.
It's cooking. There's food. Got a food menu. Allows you to open up interface where you can purchase and obtain food related supermarket items from modern Japan. Does that mean you can buy spicy CC lemon? And melon soda?
I miss my melon soda. I really miss. Honestly, God, being in Japan and try. It's weird. Like there's certain foods I tried in this country, and they're not that good. And I went back into Japan and actually tried them, and they're so much better when you actually. I guess it's just maybe just in Japan they know how.
That's because you're a weeb.
I'm a weeb. I'm just like everything tastes better in Japan. Everything's always shiny on the other side. What are we on to now?
Kind of a Great Snow Sea.
Oh.
It is.
There's very little information on this. Oh, I was watching the trailer for this earlier. This is the one where I made a joke go from the tune of Poetry Berserk 2016 because it did legit look like the animation from that show.
What is?
It is okay.
Polygon Pictures has done stuff like IGN, Night Sidonia, and Pingu in the City.
Pingu in the City. Now that's a good anime. Pingu in the City was a good anime. Right next to Molcar. And this is actually another good show. I've not seen the first season. It is actually wonderful to see this company back up releasing things again. Of course, this is the second series of
Surune, which is about Japanese archery.
Archery. Of course, this was made, the first season was made shortly before the unfortunate events, the unfortunate arson attack. But it's good to see that Kyoto Animation are back on their feet and are still releasing things. So yes. And from the trailer, I saw the trailer as well for this because I think it's all on the same network that I was watching. It actually looks really good. It actually, they're still on top form. Especially after what happened, you'd be a bit worried that, they wouldn't be on the top form as they once were. But it did look good. I just haven't seen the first season of this. It's actually something I probably would like to check out at some point. So as I said, it's been such a busy boy.
And it's another isekai.
It's another isekai.
Send me 80,000 gold to another world for my retirement.
I'm just going to start annoying you guys.
Yeah.
They can't hurt me. They can't hurt me. They can't hurt
At least a vampire dies no time isn't an isekai. But I haven't seen the first season.
I haven't seen the first season.
Believe him, not being isekai.
It's like anything's not an isekai. You're just like, the vampire dies.
Historical Revenger.
Ooh. This better not be an isekai.
It's not an isekai.
Very much for that. It's like everything's an isekai.
That's because isekai is still popular.
It is. Why can't magical girls be popular again? Or
it was popular. I think magical girls have fallen out of fashion now. It's now isekai.
It's now isekai. After Madoka, it was after Madoka Magica came out, there was so many dark takes on magical girls.
Some good, some not so good.
Some total Madoka plus, others, they saw Madoka and they took some ideas. Not as good as Madoka. I still think Madoka, those original, was it 12 episodes?
12 episodes.
Madoka,
Perfection.
Not perfection. Rebellion.
Magic record. Nah.
Magic record. No, thank you.
No, thank you.
No. Stop ruining it.
Malevolent Spirits, Montagai, which is Malevolent Spirit story.
This better not be an isekai.
It's not. It's a mythological.
Everything now, I'm just groaning with caution. This is not an isekai. I could be going on TV later and going, "This is not an isekai. It's not an isekai."
Do you want to rush through the rest of?
Yeah, let's rush through the rest of this. I don't think there's overly a lot left.
No, some stuff that very.
Sugar Apple Fairy Tale. That looks like some sort of magical girl. Is that a magical girl?
It's adventure, fantasy, romance. It is shoujo, so a little bit magical girl.
Magical girl. I think there's one show I did actually like the look of. The Fire Hunter. Okay.
It looks interesting.
That actually looks
based off a store.
Ghost Beast of
Ours.
Ours. That's some Attack on Titan. The Legends Heroes.
That's the Trails of Cold Steel anime.
That
the games are meant to be good.
Yeah.
But I think it's one thing like Nier where it's focused on another faction that's not really.
I see. It's like expanded universe. So if you like that universe, you're gonna love this.
Yeah. Which is quite interesting because I think that's what game anime should really do.
Yeah, there should be a lot more.
If you want to play the main story, go play the game.
If you want a spin-off or some expansion, I think when it's done well, I think we almost had two perfect. I think Cyberpunk is the perfect example of that done well. Something like the Persona one is something that done terribly.
5 and 4 golden. No.
Yeah.
4. Yeah. Middling results.
Yeah.
But still good.
Yeah.
I need to watch that. Probably get Persona 4 the anime is one of the best gag episodes of all time.
Yeah.
As in the
the
school trip Persona 4 episode.
Yeah.
Episode 15 is still hilarious.
Oh, I see some stuff actually. Now I can actually see stuff. This is actually probably the show I want to pick up.
What, Marie Pond?
Marie Pond. I think.
Oh, I could see. Oh, I see why.
Yes, don't say it out loud. And this reminds me of, I don't know, just reminds me of this other anime I watched called Bamboo Blade. Even though it was about kendo.
Kendo? This is about judo?
This is about judo. I don't know, just like, I really enjoyed that show from years ago. This kind of just gives me that sort of same vibe. I mean, it could be terrible. I mean, Bamboo Blade. Oh, it's High Dive. No, High Dive. No, how could you take this away from me?
We'll find a way.
I'll find a way. We'll find a way, but it's like my heart hurts. I was looking forward to that show.
Third season is something I haven't seen.
Third season, something. What's this? Tamagotchi Overmind. Oh god, here is an anime that I'm sure, as it's the UK and this franchise, everything's flipping. Stuck in some absolute bizarro like licensing hell. I'm not joking. Love Life in this country is stuck in licensing hell for some reason. Anime Limited, I think, have rights to it, and now I think Crunchyroll's gone off in their own direction. They always, I think the last season they put on Vimeo in the UK, and you have to pay for every episode individually.
That's not a good thing.
That's like, I mean, I understand it's like you gotta put it somewhere, but it was just a bit of a. So I do like the Love Life series. It's just a shame that I think even the other one, the Superstar with NHK also being involved, they're very strict on. Essentially, NHK is like the Japan version of the BBC, and they have some weird. I don't think they like having their stuff on streaming straight away, so they have some bizarre rules about like how long they can until I think it got to be 48 hours after it's aired. Oh, there's another season of the D4 DJ.
One of my friends says that's good.
I heard people say it's good. Oh, and actually a series I've actually seen the first episode of, even though I didn't see it subtitled. The
Me and Rebecca
made. This looks funny. This looks like something Rebecca would really enjoy. Yeah. Because it has lots of Shonen Jump references.
Yeah, it's like somebody kept posting them this reference is this reference is that.
They just spout Shonen Jump references.
Probably why it hasn't really got much of a license, because this has got references,
So has it not been licensed by anyone?
I don't think it's on Crunchyroll.
That's weird. You'd think the second it's like a Shonen Jump show, it would be. I mean, I think the main problem is it's like
licensing.
3 minutes long. That's its biggest problem.
Yeah,
it's like episode.
Don't really tend unless it's something like Molcar.
Yeah, maybe even they got very. I think Molcar got very lucky with stuff. I can't understand why people. I don't want to watch shows 3 minutes long.
People don't really tend to watch the short shows per se.
Yeah, because normally on Japanese TVs, they're either A, used as part of a bigger show, or B, these are literally used in ad breaks to cut up a show. So they're never normally presented just, hey, this is this show. Literally, you're for example, what Rebecca just said, Molcar. For example, I know Kids Channel has the rights to that, and essentially it's shown in between an ad break. So it's not like you sit down and watch Molcar. It was kind of you'll watch a show and then in an ad break it'll go, oh, here's an episode of Molcar.
And there's some of the earlier Trigger shows, Inferno Cop and Ninja Slayer and Space Patrol Ludoco were really short shows.
Yeah.
And two of those have cult followings.
Yeah. I mean, what I thought I liked, but it's just a shame that it's I wish it was longer. I wish it had longer episodes. It's I guess that you're doing something right when my biggest complaint is that I want more of it. So,
right.
Well, and you're on the final stretch, Rebecca. How long was this?
Blagaria Natsuyami no Montagori, which looks like a reverse harem.
Okay, that looks cool. I have this it's giving me Orange High School Host Club vibes. That's actually, I'm going to say that.
Awesome.
I'm going to say this. especially after Fruits Basket has had a remake. Why the heck hasn't Oran High School Host Club gotten the Fruits Basket remake treatment yet?
I don't know. The money is there. The audience is there.
It's like, I thought that'd be the second after Fruits Basket ended, and like the company's gone right.
Funimation
I'm about to say Funimation.
Crunchyroll need to.
Yeah, Crunchymation or whatever they want to do.
Crunchymation.
Yeah.
Sony Worldwide Meganet.
Nah.
Need.
Come on, I thought that would have been like, right, we've done Fruits Basket. Let's get.
Maybe that would have been next on the fine list if Crunch didn't buy them out.
True, but I just look at that and I'm like, look at how well received Fruits Basket was.
Yeah. Look at how well it's. And the audience is there.
They're the same audience, and you're like
same audience, and they're loyal.
Yeah,
I've never seen Host Club.
Yeah,
it's not my thing.
Yeah,
but the audience is there.
Definitely, I think I definitely watched. I never really saw the original, but I definitely they were like, we're doing it again. That was all because I heard the Host Club ending is a bit like. I was like just so salty after that the original Fruits Basket ending.
Apparently, Host Club. The manga ending was pretty decent.
Yeah. Hopefully, I'm sure it's in that. I just said, and I presume it's also the people who own or run it in Japan may have like their own like they're waiting for the best deal. Like we got some Unite Up that looks like Pretty Boys.
A Pretty Boys idol that have an audience.
Have audience and
not
cast.
Us.
Not us.
I know
there will be people who watch it. Don't feel the shame. Then we've got Card Fight Vanguard. That's still going.
All Dress season 2.
We didn't use it.
Card Fight Vanguard.
People do like that. And then we got the continuing.
This isn't all of it.
That's definitely not all of it.
Like Blue Lock is continuing. Blue Academia is continuing, though. We'll be adapting one of the most decisive arcs of the season.
Mm-hmm.
Trust, like, it's going to be interesting how the anime owners will react to what happens after. Because this is when the new the editor at the time took over, and this is when people really started complaining about the story.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see what happens.
Cool.
Going on. Blue Locks and
Blue Lock. Which I still need to catch up with. Oh, and we got OVAs or
Net Animations.
Net Animations.
The Way of the House Husband season 2.
Still not seen season 1.
Apparently wasn't that good.
I heard it's very divisive.
Vector Ragnarok 2.
Okay, I just remembered something.
What?
Remember last season Tiger and Bunny came out?
Yeah. No
one's talked about it.
That's because it's been on Netflix. Like, the only person that really talked about it was disappointed in it.
Tiger and Bunny once was absolutely huge. And it's just so shocking. It can come out and just not even people saying I'm disappointed. It's like, come on, how many times have you heard people go on about how disappointed they are in like bad sequels like Berserk? Okay, I'm going to use the Berserk example. Okay. But come on, I'm not the only person that does it.
Season 3.
Yeah. But Promise season 2. It happened. Shield Hero season 2. Yeah. I mean, you hear people like, "Oh yeah, I did like season 2. It wasn't good. Season 2 wasn't good. How could they ruin my anime?" It's just, it's just weird. It just sort of like popped into my head. Let's see.
But this has apparently had a bit of a mixed reception, but the manga seems to be good.
Oh, is there?
Ito Junji's. I think this is the one that's airing on Adult Swim in America, but Junji Ito's got quite a fan base, so people will be interested.
Oh, I actually want to see this.
Yeah.
It's an Adult Swim. Adult Swim have the rights to it.
Yeah. Because like stuff like Tomy.
Yeah.
Agretzko's 5th season.
I still need to watch the last season.
Yeah, so I think this is the last season.
Uh-huh.
I think this will be the last season of Agretzko.
Make My Day. Another Netflix.
This is 7 season 4. I'm not sure.
But yeah, not sure about that.
I'm not seeing the
There's so much we've not seen the first season for. Egyptian God season 2.
There's another web series.
Oh, Lupin the Third versus Cat Eyes. That looks like interesting. I really want to watch some Lupin the Third.
Yeah.
I actually do want to also watch City Hunter because I know Cat's Eyes is in that like same universe. So I actually wouldn't mind seeing Cat's Eyes as well. So maybe one day when I finally sit. Shows you how busy I am. I haven't even watched flipping Lupin because I noticed the Lupin Zero animes recently started. I think it may have been quite a short anime, and that actually looks really fun. It's like a prequel to Lupin the Third, like when he's essentially how he meets the other guy.
There's a lot of stuff that hasn't really got a synopsis. A lot of this is like Chinese, like
I just say so it'll probably cut through. But
they've got like a space idol Uchu Seppuku, which might be interesting. Whether we'll get what's translated or
and
lots of.
Oh, so we cut to movies.
Yep.
Let's play a round of will this be released in UK cinemas? Black Clover. We already know that's going straight to Netflix. Sorry, Black Clover fans.
It's coming out next season. Nash probably better.
Okay, shots fired. And remember that is Rebecca's opinions, not necessarily that's opinions of anime in the UK.
Wait, say you like Black Clover?
No, I'm just saying I know there's people who like Black Clover.
I know there's people who like Black Clover.
I haven't really seen Black Clover.
Nor have I. I'm just like too busy in My Hero Academia fan base, which I probably still am.
Yeah.
Even if the manga's going from mid to what the fuck.
So let's have a look. We got Jessica's something the movie.
Don't think.
No. Oh, there's a Gridman movie.
Yes, that's actually like the crossover movie. I want to see that.
I think that will be
That'll get a film festival.
That'll be film festival.
It's a flipping trigger movie.
Yeah, film festival release.
I love Gridman.
Oh, I didn't realise. So they've gone full Tokunatsu, where they will. I guess now they're on the second one, where they will do at the end, towards the end of a series, they will do a versus special where they meet up with the characters from the previous season. And have that's essentially what they're doing. Yeah, that's what's like what they do. Essentially, Super Sentai does it all the time. That's show Power Rangers based on.
A lot. If you've ever watched Gridman and Days of Neon, it's very much like a Tokunatsu Satsu show. Even to the soundtracking. Yeah. Because it doesn't. Because one of the things that I like about the show is like it does. I like a lot of anime where it's just like blast loads of soundtrack. It's just like. You get the stillness and the silence. Yeah. And sometimes some soundtrack, which is pretty cool. Yeah. I know it's not manga, but I might need to talk about. Yeah.
Blue Giant. Not sure about that. Maybe.
It is. Maybe. Depends on.
Grax's movie Axia.
Don't know. Maybe.
Behind the Line.
Yeah, I could see.
Production ID, yeah. So I see anime, even if it's extremely limited, I see them picking that up. And another production IG.
I can see that.
I can see both these potentially getting picked up. Here's one that never. I actually would like to see one of these get hit. Or at least these even just released somehow. The Detective Conan movies. This won't. We will not. Oh, there they are, like hinting because they got the flipping, actual plot characters in the background. Where we actually going to tell you some plots. Yeah, you never seen Detective Conan. You won't know how teasing they get. Doraemon movie 42, and I'm not joking. Yes, that is a long franchise. Definitely not. Unfortunately, I wouldn't mind them seeing them release some Doraemon movies over here.
Aikatsu 10th Story. Mirai no Starway.
No.
Might be because like some like stuff like Doremi got.
Oh, did it actually get released?
Doremi got a film festival release.
Oh, okay, so maybe potentially film festival.
Not really.
Naked Peak.
Climbs Mountains. Who knows? I think some of this like specials and unknowns.
Oh, they got.
That's like the unaired footage includes on the BT release of the Evangelion movie.
Oh, I want to see this. Does this include? Because he even said at the time when they did the screening at Japan Expo, he said he had 2 different endings. I kind of want to see what the other ending is now because I do actually generally like. I know the ending of Evangelion is divisive in some parties, but I actually kind of now I had a long sit down about it. I'm actually kind of like where the Evangelion end. So I actually generally would have liked to have seen the other direction he wanted to take it in. But of course now we know that this ending is canon. The canon we got canon ending. Like he's like, I'm gonna make no more Evangelion. This is his way of going, okay, a little bit more Evangelion, a little bit more. I don't have to backtrack that ending if I release this, because I can just be like, this is the other stuff I could have released. Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to seeing like any more Evangelion is good, even though I do feel like as a whole Evangelion is now completed. Anything else will just be some side story. And even heck, how the movie is set up, they can easily go, hey, this is another universe, because literally in the ending they do easily state there are multiple universes where multiple different things happen. Right, so we got to the end of that list. How long did that take us, Rebecca?
About an hour.
That took us an hour and 5 minutes. So this is actually going to be a shorter episode than normal. Hooray! Yay! Overall, I think Trigun is the anime I'm looking forward to. What about you, Rebecca?
I don't know. It's like some stuff looks good, but I'm gonna wait and see what.
Yeah. You'll wait and see what comes out. There's like there's no. I will admit, last season was so stacked.
Yeah.
It was so stacked. I think maybe they should have held some stuff back for this season. But oh well. I guess people wanted to be out. It must be better to be out last season. This season must be considered I think it normally is sort of the winter season is right after Christmas is considered. I know a lot in America and even the UK, a lot of shows will go on break around this sort of time, and they won't come back until March or April. As of course TV seasons work differently in different countries. So I presume in Japan the next season along is considered a more like good season, like a better season to be in. So yeah, right. So I think that is the end. Is there anything you want to add before we go?
Spring season looks better already.
Yes, we're already looking at spring season. Well, you can got that if you want to see us talk about spring season. Make sure to click that subscribe button. And of course, we're on social media at animeintheuk on Twitter and at animeintheuk0 on Instagram. Right. So I guess we're at the end of the show.
Yep.
Well, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
It was good to actually be here with my co-host.
Yep.
I like this new chill set. We actually do have a new set hopefully coming soon. So
yeah.
We're
testing it. I brought in some bits from home.
We're testing out formulas and stuff. So yeah, I actually may keep this. I kind of like this a bit more. Maybe just put
I had sent you the link to the ring light.
Yeah, I like this. So hopefully you have enjoyed. Hopefully hit that subscribe button, and it is time for us to say goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye, everyone. Bye bye.